Number 1.
1953 Ford Crestline Victoria Custom. Price, $25,500. Location, Morgantown, Pennsylvania. This isn't your average Crestline Victoria, it's a radical, one-of-a-kind custom reimagining of Ford's elegant 1953 hardtop. With gull-wing doors, a chopped top, tunneled headlights, and a vivid metal flake red finish, this car is an over-the-top tribute to the creativity and craftsmanship of the custom scene. A far cry from its original family-friendly styling, this Ford has been transformed into a low-slung, show-ready boulevard cruiser that demands attention from every angle. The body is extensively modified, finished in brilliant metal flake red that glows under sunlight and glimmers at night with custom red LED accents. Up front, deeply tunneled headlights frame a sculpted custom grille, while the hood features intake ducts and opens at the touch of a button. The roof has been chopped and the doors converted to dramatic gull-wing operation. Out back, the trunk wears bold body lines, a molded third brake light, and 1956 Chevy-inspired smoked LED taillights that finish off the sculpted rear with flair. It rides on staggered Craigar wheels with wide white wall tires and bullet center caps. The only flaw of note is some uneven flake distribution in the paint. Inside, the theme continues with button-tufted velour lining the seats, doors, headliner, and dash. Low back buckets sit up front, with a full-length custom center console separating the individual rear seats. A host of toggle switches, auxiliary gauges, and an AM/FM/cassette player with an
Number 2.
1955 Chevrolet 210 two-door sedan. Price, $19,000. Location, Dallas. This 1955 Chevrolet 210 two-door sedan blends classic Tri-5 styling with some modern mechanical upgrades, making it an approachable and enjoyable vintage cruiser. Featuring a later model 350 Ci V8 and TH350 automatic transmission, this 55 is a driver-oriented build that retains the unmistakable look of Chevrolet's mid-level offering from its golden era. With an honest older restoration and a few imperfections, it's a great candidate for weekend enjoyment, local shows, or future cosmetic improvement. The body is finished in red, and while the paint is shiny overall, there are visible signs of age and prior bodywork including thick application, some streaking, overspray, and bubbling along the repaired rockers. Panel alignment is slightly inconsistent and there are minor dings and scratches throughout. That said, the trim is largely intact and presents well, with bright bumpers, clean chrome, and correct factory-style badging including the iconic hood ornament and cloisonne trunk emblem. 15-inch rally wheels add a touch of muscle flair, while dual exhaust tips give a hint of the power beneath the hood. Inside, the car has been updated with late-model white vinyl bucket seats featuring tuck and roll upholstery and lap belts. A matching white rear bench remains in place, and the cabin is completed with red and white vinyl door panels in a classic 1950s pattern. A black carpet set is installed, showing moderate wear, and a functional but weathered Oldsmobile-sourced center console resides between the front seats. The original-style red dash retains its classic twin-hump design and chrome trim, though it shows patina and a worn steering wheel. A trio of aftermarket gauges and visible under-dash wiring indicate some updates and unfinished electrical work. The white headliner is intact but shows staining. Power comes from a 350 Ci small block V8, fitted with a 4-barrel carburetor and Holley intake. The engine bay is clean and painted to match the body, with no signs of corrosion and tidy presentation. A TH350 3-speed automatic handles shifting duties, while the rear end carries 3.36 gears. Power front disc brakes have been added for improved stopping performance, and a set of headers feeds into a Dynamax dual exhaust system. The undercarriage shows surface rust throughout but no major structural issues were noted. Typical of an unrestored chassis, the frame and suspension components have oxidation, while oily residue on the engine and rear end suggest minor seepage. Suspension consists of independent coils up front and leaf springs out back, with power drums in the rear to match the front disc setup. On the road, the 210 runs well and offers a solid driving experience. The upgraded V8 provides responsive performance, and the transmission shifts smoothly. Though lacking power steering, the car remains manageable, and the braking system is strong. All major functions were operational during testing. This 55 Chevy 210 is an affordable and approachable classic with a great sound, strong mechanicals, and unmistakable mid-century styling. It's a fine candidate for local cruises and car meets as is, with plenty of potential for further cosmetic enhancement. If you're looking for a driver-ready Tri-5 with room to personalize, this one's worth a closer look.
Number 3.
1962 Studebaker Daytona Lark Convertible. Price, $28,800. Location, Reading, Pennsylvania. This 1962 Studebaker Daytona Lark Convertible is a standout tribute to the 1962 Indianapolis 500 pace car, complete with period-correct painted graphics and stylish 1960s flair. Owned by the current consignor for over 30 years, this rare and rust-free Lark presents beautifully throughout with fresh mechanicals, clean cosmetics, and undeniable character. Finished in crisp white paint with excellent coverage, this Lark wears factory-style red and black Indy 500 pace car graphics along its flanks and doors. Chrome trim is abundant and well-maintained, including the dual headlight bezels, polished grille surround, side spear molding, bumpers, and wraparound windshield surround. A black power convertible top is in working condition but requires assistance when raising or lowering. Classic Studebaker dog dish hubcaps ride on wheels wrapped in wide white wall tires, and there are no major flaws to note, just clean, honest, vintage appeal. Inside, the cabin impresses with two-tone black and white vinyl bucket seats and a matching rear bench in excellent condition. The door panels and carpeting are equally well preserved. A wood grain dash features a trio of circular gauges, ribbed black vinyl padding, and original switchgear. A Flight-O-Matic shifter rests within a compact center console, and thoughtful touches like ashtrays integrated into the seatbacks remind you of the car's era. Everything is tidy and functional, delivering a comfortable, period-correct driving experience. Power comes from a recently rebuilt 289ci V8 with a 4-barrel carburetor, finished with yellow valve covers and paired to a 3-speed Flight-O-Matic automatic transmission. Power is sent to the rear wheels via a 3.07 final drive. The engine bay is clean and well presented, reflecting careful attention during the rebuild. Braking is handled by drums at all 4 corners. Underneath, the car is solid and rust-free with clean X-frame structure, intact pans, and a dual exhaust system fitted with glassback-style mufflers. Suspension consists of independent coils up front and leaf springs in the rear, all in tidy condition with no notable leaks or issues. On the road, the Studebaker starts easily, drives smoothly, and delivers surprisingly agile handling for a convertible of this era. It tracks straight, brakes confidently, and provides a unique open-air experience. All systems were functioning during testing, though the convertible top mechanism needs manual assistance. This Lark offers an uncommon blend of style, nostalgia, and collectability with its Indy 500 heritage cues and well-preserved condition. Whether displayed at shows or enjoyed on sunny cruises, it stands out from the crowd of more commonly seen 60s cruisers.
Number 4.
1954 Ford Crestline Victoria. Price, $27,500. Location, Chicago. A true standout among mid-century American automobiles, this 1954 Ford Crestline Victoria is a fully restored AACA National Senior Award winner that embodies both exceptional craftsmanship and period-correct presentation. Finished in a striking sandstone white with a contrasting cadet blue roof, it captures the essence of Ford's stylish top-trim hardtop coupe from the final year of the Crestline line. The exterior is a showcase of 1950s elegance, clean slab-sided styling, tasteful chrome accents, and sweeping trim that accentuates the car's subtle fender curves. Signature elements include the bold triple eagle-lit ornament, jet-inspired tail lights, and full rear-wheel skirts with polished gravel guards. The 2-stage paint presents with a rich depth and gloss far surpassing original lacquer, while the chrome and brightwork are in outstanding condition throughout. Wire-style wheel covers and wide white walls complete the upscale look. Inside, the interior is a masterclass in period-correct restoration. The split bench seat is finished in biscuit-tufted white vinyl with blue borders, mirrored in the rear bench and matched to the triple-tone door panels. Details like the functional spotlight, spun aluminum dash trim, and flawless dark blue headliner reflect a high degree of authenticity. Plush blue carpeting, white floor mats, and a pristine trunk space with its vintage spare tire all point to meticulous attention to detail. Under the hood lies Ford's 239 CI block V8 rated at 130 horsepower, topped by a 2-barrel carburetor and finished with vivid red valve covers and air cleaner. Power is sent to the rear via a column-shifted 3-speed manual transmission and 3.90 rear gears. The engine bay is clean, factory correct, and even includes a red windshield washer fluid bag to match the vintage theme. Drum brakes are equipped on all 4 corners. The undercarriage shows very light use and retains its clean, black undercoating. A single exhaust system exits through a stock-style muffler and chrome tailpipe deflector. Suspension consists of coils up front and leaf springs in the rear, providing a comfortable, period-correct ride. On the road, the car performs exactly as expected, smooth, quiet, and completely enjoyable. All systems were operational at the time of inspection, and the Crestline proved itself to be a reliable and refined driver, much like it would have been fresh off the showroom floor in 1954. This Victoria stands as a rare opportunity to own a top-tier example of Ford's post-war styling and engineering. Whether you're seeking an entry into AACA events or a ready-to-show collector-grade classic, this Crestline delivers both substance and style in equal measure.
Number 5.
1956 Continental Mark II. Price, $26,500. Location, Oklahoma. With its refined styling, elite craftsmanship, and an original price tag that rivaled a Rolls-Royce, the 1956 Continental Mark II represents the pinnacle of mid-century American automotive luxury. Built under Ford's newly formed Continental division, each Mark II was largely hand-assembled, and production numbers remained low. This particular example wears a well-preserved restoration, finished in elegant cream white over a rich red and white leather interior, and still turns heads like it did nearly 70 years ago. The exterior design is pure understated opulence. Clean and straight body panels are finished in a nicely applied cream white, showing only minor bubbling low on the rocker areas. All panel gaps are uniform and tight, and the extensive chrome and bright work, most notably the intricate Edcrate grille, massive chrome bumpers with integrated exhaust tips, and signature Continental-style deck lid, are in excellent condition. Wide white wall tires wrap the iconic turbine-style chrome hubcaps, further emphasizing this car's period-correct sophistication. Inside, the cabin is trimmed in genuine bridge of leather, a luxury touch reserved for the most exclusive vehicles of the era. A red and white two-tone motif covers the split bench front seat and matching rear bench, all of which remain supple and well-kept. The red leather-wrapped dash features gold-toned engine-turned aluminum trim and beautifully simple blue-faced gauges. Power amenities include front seat adjustment, windows, and vent wings, all controlled from ornate door panels. Red Wilton wool carpeting and a flawless white headliner complete the interior, while period switchgear and a factory AM surge tuner radio reinforce the Mark II's aircraft-inspired design aesthetic. Some minor interior features, like the clock, heater blower, wipers, and radio, were non-functional at the time of inspection. Under the hood sits the original 368 CI Lincoln Y-block V8 topped with a 4-barrel carburetor, mated to a smooth-shifting 3-speed Lincoln turbo-drive automatic transmission and Dana 44 rear axle. The engine bay is clean and correct, complete with burlap-style hood insulation and twin courtesy lamps. Performance is stately, as expected, but the big V8 provides plenty of torque for relaxed cruising. The undercarriage remains in very good condition with expected aging but no major flaws. It rides on an independent front suspension with coil springs and a leaf-sprung rear, and braking is handled by power-assisted drums at all 4 corners. A factory-style dual exhaust system is in place, contributing to the quiet, refined demeanor on the road. Driving this Continental is a serene, commanding experience. It starts easily, idles smoothly, and glides down the road with confidence and class. The steering is heavy but precise, and the brakes provide consistent stopping power. Despite a few non-operational accessories, the mechanical performance and overall feel exude the exclusivity and dignity the Continental nameplate was built to convey. If you're seeking a distinguished American Grand Tourer that was once priced for royalty, and still commands attention with timeless style, the 1956 Continental Mark II is a worthy centerpiece for any collection.
Number 6.
1963 Buick Wildcat 2-door hardtop. Price, $25,000. Location, Oklahoma. This 1963 Buick Wildcat is a bold and distinctive take on Buick's full-size luxury performance coupe, featuring a unique tritone paint scheme, a rebuilt 401 Ci nailhead V8, and a reupholstered two-tone interior that's as striking as it is comfortable. With just 2 known owners and an indicated 66,064 miles, unverified, this Wildcat embodies the spirit of 1960s American performance luxury with tasteful custom touches throughout. The exterior is finished in a vibrant orange over ivory, separated by a silver beltline trim that houses Buick's faux fender vents, a design evolution from the famous portholes. The front is highlighted by LED halo headlights and a wide chrome bumper, while the rear features sculpted taillights with modest fins and dual chrome exhaust tips. Fender skirts, gravel guards, and 15-inch Buick Rally wheels with orange accents round out the vintage meets custom styling. The paint presents well overall, though bubbling is noted on the lower white sections. Inside, the cabin continues the orange and ivory theme with pleated vinyl bucket seats, color-matched door panels, and a rear bench that mimics dual buckets. A unique 2-spoke steering wheel faces an elegant original dashboard with ivory padding. Modern comforts include an upgraded AM/FM/CD stereo hidden in the glove box, while the factory AM radio and AC controls remain in place. Orange carpeting and an embroidered rear seat add flair, and the ivory headliner is clean and tight. Under the hood, the rebuilt 401 Ci V8 feeds power through a 4-barrel carburetor and a Dynaflow 2-speed automatic transmission to a 3.23 rear end. The engine bay is functional but not show-detailed. Power disc brakes at all 4 corners enhance stopping ability, and dual exhaust with turbo mufflers produces a deep rumble. The undercarriage shows surface rust, patina, and minor seepage from the oil pan and pinion seal but remains structurally solid. On the road, this Wildcat lives up to its name. The rebuilt nailhead delivers strong, smooth power, and the car rides comfortably, tracking straight and cruising confidently. While it won't carve corners, it's an ideal highway cruiser with working lights, brakes, and sound system as tested. A uniquely styled and mechanically sorted full-size coupe, this 1963 Wildcat combines classic Buick refinement with tasteful custom upgrades, making it a standout cruiser with both vintage charm and muscle-era presence.
Number 7.
1957 Chevrolet Belair 2-door sedan. Price, $28,000. Location, Morgantown, Pennsylvania. Fresh from a frame-off restoration just 4 years ago, this 1957 Chevrolet Belair 2-door sedan presents in a rare and striking Sierra bronze and Adobe beige color combination. While many Tri-5s opt for turquoise or red, this example takes a refined and less common path that accentuates its timeless lines and dramatic tail fins. With a clean undercarriage, strong small block V8, and tasteful upgrades, it's a show-ready cruiser with unmistakable American presence. The 2-stage Sierra bronze finish is beautifully applied and contrasts nicely with the beige roof and pillar accents. Polished chrome abounds from the gold V emblems and it rockets to the bright work on the fins and front grille. The car rides on 17-inch Wildcat steel wheels with white wall tires and dog dish hubcaps, a clever nod to vintage styling with a modern twist. Minor imperfections are noted along the lower rocker areas, but the overall exterior condition is impressive and well preserved. Inside, the theme continues with bronze and beige vinyl upholstery on the front split bench and rear seat. Matching door panels and rust-colored loop carpet bring cohesion to the cabin, and the Sierra bronze dash with polished trim provides a rich visual centerpiece. Black-faced factory gauges are joined by underdash SunPro oil, temp, and voltage readouts, as well as an aftermarket tachometer. An AM/FM stereo, dash clock, inoperative, and spotless beige headliner round out a comfortable and attractive interior. Under the hood, a mildly cammed 283 Ci V8 sits proudly in a painted and detailed engine bay. Topped with a 600 CFM 4-barrel carb on an Edelbrock intake and dressed in orange with chrome air cleaner, it's paired to a 2-speed Powerglide automatic and 3.36 rear gears. Power front disc brakes and rear drums enhance stopping performance without sacrificing vintage charm. The frame-off restoration paid dividends underneath, where the floors and chassis are clean and painted. Only minor rust appears on unpainted components and the transmission pan. There's a noted welded section on the frame with some pitting, but the rest is solid. Suspension includes McGoy 2-inch drop spindles up front and 2-inch lowering blocks in the rear, offering a lower stance and improved handling. Dual exhaust with stock mufflers exits neatly at the rear. Driving impressions are confident and smooth. The 283 fires up effortlessly, runs strong, and shifts cleanly. Ride quality is improved with the drop suspension and 17-inch tires, offering a more planted feel without sacrificing comfort. On our test drive, the brakes performed well, though we did note a few minor functional issues. The horn, reverse lights, and clock were inoperative at the time of evaluation. This beautifully finished Belair represents everything that made the '57 Chevy legendary, and continues to captivate collectors and casual enthusiasts alike. With tasteful upgrades, sharp paint, and quality restoration work throughout, it's a standout example of mid-century American automotive design ready to be driven, shown, and passed on to future generations.
Number 8.
1959 Ford Galaxy Skyliner. Price, $30,500. Location, New York. Few cars better capture the futuristic flair and engineering ambition of the late 1950s than the 1959 Ford Galaxy Skyliner. With its electrically retractable hardtop, an impressive feat of engineering involving 7 motors, 10 solenoids, and a host of limit switches and relays, the Skyliner was a technological marvel of its time. This example, showing 120,376 title-verified miles, is an older restoration finished in torch red and colonial white, and comes equipped with power windows and working factory-style air conditioning. The top functions as designed, making it as fun to demonstrate as it is to drive. The two-tone exterior, with sweeping side trim and subtle tail fins, is a study in late 50s jet age style. The paint presents well with a few minor touch-ups noted, and the chrome is clean and consistent throughout. Polished turbine-style hubcaps and wide white wall tires add the finishing touches. Details like the rear quarter panel trim and jet-inspired taillights reinforce the car's futuristic theme, while the overall presentation remains straight and solid with excellent panel fit and stainless trim. Inside, the cabin is equally retro and refined. Restored bench seats are upholstered in torch red vinyl with black cloth inserts and white accents, and are matched by red and black door panels. A torch red dash houses the original style instruments, with bright chrome trim and white knobs completing the vintage aesthetic. The factory AM radio has been converted to AM/FM with AUX input, and an under-dash AC unit provides cool air. The black carpeting and white retractable headliner are in excellent condition, and the interior overall retains its show-quality appeal. Under the hood is a consigner-stated, rebuilt 352 CI V8 topped with a 2-barrel carburetor, paired to a 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission and 3.10 geared Ford 9-inch rear end. Originally equipped with a 332 CI V8 per the VIN, the current powerplant provides reliable cruising and strong performance. The engine bay is clean and well detailed, with period-correct finishes and components, including a new alternator and power steering setup. Underneath, the car rides on an X-frame chassis with independent coil spring front suspension and leaf springs in the rear. Drum brakes at all 4 corners are assisted by an underdash power booster. The undercarriage is solid and well preserved with no structural concerns and evidence of rust proofing throughout. A dual exhaust system completes the setup with a quiet, stock-style note. On the road, the Skyliner offers smooth driving dynamics and surprisingly composed handling for a car of its size and age. The retractable hardtop operates properly and transforms the car from sleek coupe to open-air cruiser in dramatic fashion. A slight engine miss was noted, but overall drivability was strong and all major systems were functional at the time of testing. This 1959 Galaxy Skyliner is a statement car, equal parts design icon and conversation piece. With a working retractable hardtop, striking color scheme, and a well-preserved interior, it's a wonderful tribute to Ford's late 50s innovation. Whether you're showing it, cruising it, or simply enjoying the spectacle of the power top in action, this Skyliner is ready to be the star of your collection.
Number 9.
1960 Buick Electra 2-door hardtop. Price, $24,000. Location, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Dramatic, distinctive, and jet age inspired, this 1960 Buick Electra two-door hardtop offers classic American excess with curvaceous styling and a commanding road presence. Showing 23,420 miles, TMU, this big-bodied Buick is a largely original example with tasteful mechanical upgrades, honest patina, and unmistakable period flair. The exterior is finished in chalet blue with a contrasting white roof and deck lid. Its sculpted body lines give it a space-age silhouette, from the aggressively arched front fenders and quad headlights to the sharply canted tail fins and signature round taillights. A wide concave grille, long horizontal chrome bumpers, faux vendiports, and generous stainless trim all reinforce the Electra's upscale image. The paint shows signs of age, including bubbling, cracking, scratches, and rocker scuffs, evidence of its largely unrestored condition, but still quite presentable overall. It rides on steel wheels with full covers. Inside, the cabin combines blue vinyl and cloth upholstery with sweeping mid-century design. The split bench front seat shows wear and some tearing, while the rear bench remains well kept with original trim and fittings. The dash is a visual centerpiece, featuring a horizontal speedometer under a sculpted brow, brushed aluminum trim, and stylish push-button switchgear. The original AM radio and dash clock are still present. The blue carpet appears newer, though the headliner and front seat upholstery would benefit from freshening. The trunk is basic and houses the spare tire. Power comes from a 401 CI Wildcat 445 nailhead V8, rated at 325 horsepower and paired with a 2-speed turbine drive automatic transmission and 3.23 rear gearing. The engine bay presents cleanly and has received several mechanical updates, including a new power steering pump, starter, radiator, brake system components, booster, master, hoses, shoes, and rebuilt steering components. Power drum brakes and updated front suspension with new coil springs ensure solid road manners. Underneath, the frame and pans exhibit typical surface rust and patina but appear structurally sound. A dual exhaust system runs through stock-style mufflers, and the suspension features a coil-sprung front and a 3-link rear with panhard bar. Steering knuckles and tie rods were recently refreshed. On the road, the Buick drives with confidence and comfort, offering ample power from its torque-rich V8 and a smooth ride aided by new front suspension components. The air conditioning system is in place but currently inoperative due to a missing belt. All other tested systems were functional at the time of inspection. Bold and beautifully over the top, this 1960 Buick Electra is a rolling piece of art from the tailfin era. With tasteful updates and a well-maintained drivetrain, it's ready to cruise as is or become the foundation for a higher-level cosmetic restoration.
Number 10.
1955 Chevrolet Belair two-door hardtop. Price, $31,000. Location, United States. This Canadian-built 1955 Chevrolet Belair two-door hardtop has been under the same family's care for 20 years, with a tasteful blend of modern upgrades and classic style. Acquired by the seller's father in 2005, the car underwent a comprehensive refurbishment at that time, including a V8 swap, mechanical upgrades, and cosmetic restoration. It was passed down to the current owner in 2019 and now changes hands with a clean Arizona title. The car wears a red and beige finish applied in 2005, complemented by replaced chrome and glass. Distinctive Tri-5 styling cues like hooded headlights, dual side mirrors, and polished trim are intact, while dual exhaust outlets add a subtle performance note. It rides on 17 American racing wheels wrapped in Nexen rubber, 215/50 up front, 245/45 in the rear. Suspension consists of front coils, rear leafs, upgraded shocks, and aftermarket trailing arms. Power steering and front disc brakes ensure improved drivability. Inside, the cabin features power-adjustable bucket seats trimmed in gray and white vinyl. A B&M floor shifter, billet handles, and aftermarket speakers add custom touches, while vintage area seat provides modern comfort. The Lacera steering wheel sits on an IDIT tilt column, with autometer gauges replacing the factory cluster. A digital odometer shows 11,000 miles since the 2005 build, with around 6,000 of those logged by the current owner. Power comes from a 350 CI V8 fitted with a Holley 4-barrel carburetor, aluminum intake, long tube headers, Mickey Thompson valve covers, and an aluminum radiator. The TH350 3-speed automatic was rebuilt in 2018, and both the alternator and starter were replaced in 2019. A dual exhaust system completes the drivetrain package, and compression test results are included in the gallery. Originally a 6-cylinder car finished in India ivory with green vinyl and straw pattern cloth, this Belair has evolved into a dependable, well-appointed cruiser ready for the road or show circuit. With thoughtful upgrades, a solid family history, and standout presentation, it's a turnkey example of mid-century motoring with modern ease.
Number 11.
1960 Ford Thunderbird hardtop. Price, $26,900. Location, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Offered here is a collector-grade example of the second-generation Ford Thunderbird, an elegant 1960 hardtop coupe showing just 23,608 miles, believed to be original and title verified. Finished in Corinthian white over a striking black and white vinyl interior, this well-preserved T-Bird combines dramatic styling with comfortable 4-passenger touring and V8 performance. The exterior wears a smooth coat of Corinthian white with clean panel fit and bright, gleaming chrome. Design cues like the wide, dual headlamp setup, bold grille with integrated center bar, sculpted hood scoop, and sleek fender skirts make this T-Bird instantly recognizable. Rear styling includes 6 round taillights and sharp tail fins that taper into a heavily sculpted trunk. Minor cosmetic imperfections include some paint bubbling and light scratching. The car rides on 14-inch true-spoke wire wheels with fresh tires from mid-2023. Inside, the cabin showcases classic 2+2 bucket seating with button-tufted white inserts and black vinyl surrounds. Matching design cues carry through the side panels and rear seat area, offering a unified, stylish presentation. The black dash features ribbed aluminum trim, 3 white-faced gauges, and a chrome-accented AM/FM radio. A white plastic steering wheel with horn ring and a floor-mounted shift lever complete the retro look. Black carpeting is protected by fitted mats, and the white perforated headliner is taut and clean. The trunk is lined in period plaid matting and remains tidy. Under the hood is a 352 Ci V8 topped with a 4-barrel carburetor, mated to a 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission and a 3.10 geared Ford 9-inch rear end. The engine bay is clean and well kept, with yellow valve covers and a body color air cleaner. Power drum brakes on all 4 corners provide solid stopping, while the factory suspension layout features front coils and rear leaf springs. The undercarriage presents cleanly with minimal surface rust and no visible fluid leaks. A dual exhaust system with glassback-style mufflers exits neatly behind the rear bumper through chrome tips. On the road, this Thunderbird starts easily, tracks straight, and delivers a smooth, confident driving experience. Steering and braking are responsive, and all features, including gauges, lights, and HVAC controls, functioned as expected during testing. Low mileage, well-preserved, and cleanly styled, this 1960 Ford Thunderbird represents an exciting era in American personal luxury coupes. Ideal for collectors and weekend cruisers alike, it's a standout example ready to impress.
Number 12.
1962 Dodge Polera 500 hardtop. Price, $45,000. Location, Morgantown, Pennsylvania. One of the rarest Mopars ever built, this 1962 Dodge Polera 500 hardtop is one of only 12 factory-equipped with the legendary 413 Ci Max Wedge V8, and one of just 5 known to pair it with a 3-speed manual transmission. Showing just 10,110 miles verified by title, this is a highly significant car for collectors of early Mopar muscle and represents an early example of Dodge's blend of luxury and high performance during the dawn of the muscle car era. Restored in the late 1980s and early 90s, this Polera wears its factory polar white paint with striking blue trim accents. The design is unmistakably Virgil Exner, from the staggered quad headlights to the sculpted rear quarter blades and diagonally stacked taillights. Blue trim flows across the hood and down the side spears, adding a touch of jet age style. The body presents very well overall, though there are some signs of age including filler work, light bubbling, cracking, and minor paint flaws, nothing that takes away from the car's commanding presence or rarity. Inside, the blue and white vinyl interior remains a mid-century showpiece. Bucket seats up front are matched by a stylish rear bench and accented by two-tone door panels and blue loop carpet. The white steering wheel frames a sweeping horizontal speedometer and symmetrical gauge clusters, while the original AM radio and push-button controls remain in place. A Hurst floor shifter with a white knob adds a performance touch, and the perforated white headliner and plaid-lined trunk continue the period-perfect vibe. Some patina is present, mainly on the gauge bezels, but the cabin as a whole is clean and correct. Under the hood is the heart of this rare beast, a 413 Ci Max Wedge V8 with dual 4-barrel carburetors, factory rated at 410 horsepower. The engine bay is tidy and presents very well, painted in correct orange with all proper fittings. Power is delivered to the rear via a Borg-Warner 3-speed manual transmission and 8 3/4-inch rear end with sure grip. Braking is managed by drum brakes at all 4 corners. The underside is clean and solid, showing only light surface rust on hardware and a minor oil film at the transmission pan. The exhaust features both capped side cutouts and full-length dual pipes with an H-pipe crossover, feeding stock-style mufflers and exiting at the rear. Suspension consists of torsion bars up front and leaf springs out back, typical of Mopar setups of the era. On the road, the Polera delivers a raw, unfiltered performance experience. The Max Wedge roars to life and pulls hard, with crisp throttle response and solid shifting through the 3-speed gearbox. Braking and ride quality are in line with early 60s expectations, adequate, but clearly secondary to acceleration. All tested systems were operational at the time of evaluation. Featured in magazines and award-winning at shows, this ultra-rare Polera 500 is not just a curiosity, it's a cornerstone in the early evolution of American performance cars. Whether you're rounding out a high-end Mopar collection or starting one with a bang, this is a true unicorn from the golden age of Detroit engineering.
Number 13.
1964 Rambler Classic 772-door hardtop. Price, $28,000. Location, Philadelphia. A rare and refined example of mid-century American engineering, this 1964 Rambler Classic 772-door hardtop presents in well-restored condition with a glossy black exterior, a striking red interior, and smooth V8 power. Believed to be one of just 2,900 produced and likely one of very few currently in the U.S., this Canadian-assembled example exudes understated elegance and practicality with vintage charm. The exterior showcases straight, rust-free steel with tight body gaps and a mirror-like black finish. Styling updates for 1964 include stainless rocker moldings, an aluminum horizontal grille, and distinctive oval taillights, all of which are present and well-preserved. Chrome trim lines the windows and accents the ribbed side moldings, while reverse dish wheel covers with fin centers add to its mid-century appeal. Minor imperfections include small paint hazing on the C-pillars and hood. Inside, the bold red vinyl interior features wide bucket seats and a matching rear bench with tuck-and-roll inserts and smooth bolsters, all set against fresh red carpeting. The dash is a classic Rambler design with ribbed aluminum trim, a fan-style speedometer, and a factory AM radio flanked by heat and wiper controls. A Canadian Rambler badge sits just below the dash, nodding to its origin. The trunk is cleanly lined in red vinyl and includes the original jack and spare. Under the hood lies a 287 Ci V8 finished in matching red, topped with a 2-barrel carburetor and paired to a column-shifted 3-speed Borg-Warner T86E manual transmission. Power routes to a 3.54 rear axle. The engine bay is tidy and functional, reflecting careful upkeep. Below, the unibody undercarriage is solid and shows only light patina with no rust. Suspension is handled by coil springs front and rear, and braking is managed by drums at all 4 corners. Dual exhaust with turbo-style mufflers offers a subtle tone. On the road, this Rambler drives with ease. The V8 delivers confident acceleration, the manual transmission shifts smoothly, and braking is straight and responsive. All tested functions worked as they should, though the AM radio received no stations. Cleanly restored, nicely optioned, and rarely seen, this 1964 Rambler Classic 770 is an excellent choice for collectors looking to stand out from the crowd with a stylish, well-preserved alternative to more common mid-60s coupes.
Number 14.
1956 Dodge Custom Sierra Wagon, 3-speed manual. Price, $16,000. Location, Florida. A rare and character-rich survivor, this 1956 Dodge Custom Sierra wagon has remained in the same family since new. Originally purchased and later restored by the seller's father, the car was handed down in 2025 and is now being offered on dealer consignment. Finished in an eye-catching combination of yellow and metallic gray with a white roof, this full-size Dodge wagon combines mid-century design with honest family history and tasteful period updates. The exterior was refinished under prior ownership, with noted blending on the rear doors. It sports a bold chrome grille, matching bumpers, sweeping side moldings, and pronounced tail fins. A fender-mounted mirror, lift-up rear window, and fold-down tailgate round out its classic wagon functionality. Yellow-painted steel wheels with bright hubcaps wear wide white-wall tires, while braking is handled by four-wheel drums. Inside, the cabin features two-tone black and white vinyl upholstery with pattern inserts, coordinating door panels, and a color-matched dash. Amenities include a push-button AM radio, a period AudioVox FM tuner, a column-shifted 3-speed manual, front lap belts, and both front and rear vent windows. While the interior is largely original, some wear is visible on the seat upholstery. Under the hood, the 315ci Super Red Ram V8 sends power to the rear wheels through a 3-speed manual gearbox. A glass-pack exhaust system adds vintage rumble, and the oil was last changed in March 2025. The odometer shows just over 8,000 miles, though actual mileage is unknown due to rollover. The undercarriage shows some rust on exposed surfaces but presents generally solid overall. Reoffered after a previous auction withdrawal, this Sierra wagon presents a unique opportunity to own a rare, one-family-owned 1950s Dodge with standout styling, a V8/manual combo, and great period presence.
Number 15.
1965 Volkswagen Beetle Wonderbug. Offered at $5,000. Location, Las Vegas. This 1965 Volkswagen Beetle is anything but ordinary. Thanks to a rare Wonderbug conversion kit by Liefering Industries, it now wears the face of a 1937 Ford. Designed to add a touch of Art Deco elegance to the humble bug, this kit includes a V-shaped hood, upright vertical grille, and chrome bumper guards, giving the car a quirky, upscale twist on its iconic shape. Finished in a vibrant blue, the Beetle retains its classic rounded fenders, curved body lines, and chrome trim, while the Wonderbug front end introduces pre-war styling cues that are both eye-catching and eccentric. Chrome accents remain bright, the running boards are solid, and the wire wheel covers give it a bit of country club flair. The paint shows well overall, with only minor imperfections and some were consistent with age. Twin chromed exhaust tips poke from beneath the bumper, completing its whimsical custom look. Inside, the cabin features black vinyl high-back bucket seats, though the driver's seat shows significant wear and exposed padding. The simple rear bench seat also has some damage. The two-tone gray and red vinyl door panels remain presentable, and the blue-painted steel dash houses the original speedometer, Wolfsburg-badged steering wheel, and a period AM radio. A black rubber floor covering is in place, while the white headliner shows wear in a few tiers. Out back, the 1,200 cubic centimeters air-cooled flat-4 engine features a single Solex carburetor and is mated to a 4-speed manual transmission with a 4.375 rear axle. The engine bay shows surface rust and patina, but appears largely complete. The undercarriage exhibits moderate to heavy surface rust, and the steel floor pans have a few areas of invasive rust, though the suspension remains intact with torsion bar setups front and rear. Drum brakes are found at all four corners. Though this Beetle previously ran and was driven, it has since been on static museum display and will require servicing before being road-ready again. A quirky, fun classic with vintage flair and tons of personality, this Wonderbug is perfect for those who appreciate offbeat styling and affordable nostalgia in one compact, conversation-starting package.